All right, Christian and Catholic women. Since my Twitter timeline is just full of people with ash crosses on their foreheads, I thought I would talk a bit about Ash Wednesday. And then for the Christians who adopted the Easter traditions, I'll talk a bit about that as well. These things are biblical. They're in the Bible. They're just in the most horrific light possible, because they're the traditions of the heathens that the Israelites adopted, that Yah actually ended up divorcing Israel and booting them out of their inheritance. That's why in Romans 11, and the specific thing they were doing at this time in 2 Kings 17 was the Christmas tree. It was an Ashtaroth pole. It's a tree. And who's Ashtaroth? It's Queen of Heaven worship. Baal and Ashtaroth. And then, well, you can bring in the unholy trinity into it as well with Tammuz. So these things truly are biblical. You just seem to think that these are God's traditions somehow. So if you want to go to Ezekiel 8, you're going to see that Yah is absolutely disgusted at this abomination called the weeping for Tammuz. And if you actually just look up what the women weeping for Tammuz is, it's a heathen feast or fast practice where the women weep for Tammuz for 40 days. They fast for 40 days. Like, you really can't make this stuff up. And you're just here with the ashes on your foreheads, with the like marking the graven image on your forehead. God gave you 10 simple commandments. Never make a graven image. Who came up with the cross? It's the cross of Tammuz. Weeping for Tammuz. It's just crazy. And then you've even got in Jeremiah 7 and Jeremiah 44, the worship of the Queen of Heaven. And you Catholics, worshiping Mary. She's the Queen of Heaven. You even call her the Queen of Heaven. Look up in the Strongs, Queen of Heaven. She's in there. Not in a positive light, though. Not you're saying, oh, worship her, she's Mary, she's the mother of God. No. It's a pagan abomination. The things they would do is disgusting. It's all rooted in child sacrifice. Why do you think that America, especially, their abortion rates are so horrendous? Me and my husband were talking again this morning. There's over 200 million Christians in America. And that's their abortion rate. That is a laugh. That is absolutely abject. That is... Honestly, how that isn't just waking people up in themselves, like, there's a lot of hypocrisy going on in the American church. The nation that stands on the Bible, that claims for God and country. It's bullshit. That's why Mystery Babylon is going to be destroyed. And you sent out all of your missionaries to the four corners of the earth, delivering your false Jesus Tammuz gospel of breaking the commandments and teaching others to do so. Your American pastors are going to hell. I don't see a lot of salvation for the pastors. It says that they're the ones that aren't going to repent, it seems, and I really hope that they do. I hope that in tribulation they do turn it around. But anyway, so Jeremiah 7 and Jeremiah 44. The Queen of Heaven. It's even so specific. Whoops. It's so specific in Jeremiah 7, I think it is. Where it literally it goes into detail on this worship of the Queen of Heaven, this pagan abomination that Yah is absolutely fuming mad at, and they're going to be destroyed for. They're breaking the Sabbath day because they're chopping wood and kindling a fire. That's an idiom for breaking the Sabbath day. And then they're baking cakes to the Queen of Heaven. So it's like they're breaking the Sabbath day to prepare for their sun god day worship of the Queen of Heaven. So when you're all having your hot cross buns with your Tammuz cross on it, you've got your your hot cross buns, everything's all prepared, you've just broken the Sabbath day, and now you enjoy your Easter Sunday. It is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. And the hypocrisy of the Christian church as well. You came from the Great Whore. You came from the Roman Catholic Church. So when you're pointing the finger going, look at these idiots doing Ash Wednesday with the crosses on their foreheads, you're about to do Easter, where you can't even count to 3. The Messiah says he's going to be in the heart of the earth for 3 days and 3 nights. Tell me how you get Friday evening to Sunday morning. How is that 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth? You are delusional. Because most of you people, especially that we talk to, you have an education. You can count to 3. You're not just dumb people, but spiritually you are dumb as shit. Because it's called cognitive dissonance. It's like, did I say dissonance there? Cognitive dissonance. It's like you're hearing the simple truth of 3 days and 3 nights would be Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and he rose on the Saturday. You're hearing that simple truth, and then your brain just goes, no, the Jews say if it touches a day, it's a whole day. Says who? The Jews, exactly. The traditions of the Jews. The Messiah says 3 days and 3 nights. He's specific. In the heart of the earth. That means 3 whole days, 3 whole nights. You can't get around that. So, screw what the Jews have said. Say the Christian church. How much hypocrisy can you actually hold on to? You've got these traditions of the Jews that you're holding on to that denies what your Messiah even did. That you focus on the death, burial, resurrection so much, but you can't even accept how and when it actually happened because of the Jews, because you care more about what the Jews said and your own tradition of Sun God Day. Because if he didn't resurrect on Sunday, then why are we keeping the Sabbath on Sunday? Because it's not the Sabbath. You took it from the Catholics. So there you go. The Catholics and the Jews, you're just a bunch of harlots. The Great Hall bore these many harlots, the Protestant Reformation, and you got all this pride and arrogance about, we got away from the Great Hall. You took all of our shit with you. And you still adopt the ways of the Jews as well when you're counting to 3. When your Messiah said 3 whole days, 3 whole nights in the heart of the earth. Daniel even tells you, is it Daniel 9:27? I think it's 9:27. That he's going to be cut off in the midst of the week. That's called Wednesday. Matthew 28:1. He rose on the Sabbath. It's as simple as that. Like, if you don't accept that, you're spiritually retarded because of the Antichrist spirit of error. I'm not personally attacking your education, although you think I am because you're full of pride. Oh man. Yep, all these things, Christmas, Easter, Ash Wednesday, they're in the Bible. Israel did it. And you're always going to destroy them for it. And he's going to destroy, well, he did. And he's going to destroy you for it as well. All who don't listen to that prophet in Deuteronomy 18, this is what they tell you in Acts 3, is going to be destroyed from among their people. You're going to go into great tribulation. You're going to be a great sacrifice in Mystery Babylon for adopting these traditions of the heathen. It's idolatry. It's the sin that leads to death. And your pride in America for these traditions, rather than the commandments of God, is exactly why your destruction's coming.